and let your blade be an extension of your spirit.
So if you're a gamer who loves diving into worlds where the story pulls you in, the atmosphere keeps you hooked, and you don't need anyone else to have an epic time, then single-player games are where the magic happens. From jaw-dropping adventures to emotional roller coasters, these games are built to give you a full-on personal experience. That's why I've rounded up 45 of the absolute best single-player games you just have to play at least once in your life.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Resident Evil 4 Remake. You know that spine-tingling buzz when you're creeping through a spooky Spanish village, shotgun at the ready? That's exactly the thrill the Resident Evil 4 Remake serves up, in glorious modern graphics. Capcom didn't just slap a new coat of paint on the 2005 classic. They reimagined core mechanics like adding crouch stealth, a knife parry system, and weapon durability to keep you constantly strategizing. Oh, and the attaché case. Upgradable, customizable, and even charm-equipped for bonuses like extra ammo or healing boosts. Best part, you can move and shoot simultaneously, crafting ammo on the go, and even hit up the merchant for gear upgrades or offbeat side quests. Fresh DLCs like Separate Ways, Hello Grappling Hook, and The Mercenaries bring sweet replay value too. All in all, it's the same legendary survival horror romp, but juiced up to feel tighter, scarier, and seriously next-gen.
Where? In the town! In the town!
The Last of Us Part 1. The Last of Us Part 1 isn't just a shiny repaint, it's a full-on glow-up that actually earns it. The visuals? In a word, jaw-dropping. Think lush overgrowth, gorgeous lighting, jaw-dropping facial details, and water that actually looks alive. Enemy AI has had a serious upgrade too. Human baddies now flank you like actual predators, clickers will sniff you out, and bloaters charge like a bull. No dodge mechanic like Part 2 though, so you better be ready to sprint. They've also packed in extras like permadeath and speedrun modes, killer skins, and tons of unlockables to keep you hooked. Accessibility is next level, screen reader, audio descriptions, tons of custom HUD and motion settings, even haptics for dialogue through your DualSense. Seriously, it's the same haunting journey we adore, but cranked up with all the modern bells and whistles.
We got lawmen in 3 different states after us. They chased us from the west, they chased us over the mountains.
We'll need an extra gun.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is basically the Wild West turned into a living, breathing storybook. You step into the dusty boots of Arthur Morgan, one hell of a complex outlaw, rolling with Dutch's gang as the old frontier crumbles around you. You can ride through every dang biome, from snowy peaks to swampy backwaters, and the world reacts like it's alive. Horses eat, grow dirty, bond with you. Animals behave like, well, animals. Weather changes, NPCs follow routines. It's wild. And survival's its own minigame. You got to clean your guns, feed yourself, maintain stamina and honor, which shifts how folks treat you. Add a top-tier emotional story about loyalty, redemption and loss, and a sprawling online mode where you can be your own outlaw legend. RDR2 isn't just a game. It's an untamed masterpiece.
When you are at your weakest.
In fear and doubt, are a burden too heavy to bear.
Remember this.
God of War Ragnarök. Picture this. Kratos isn't just grunting his way through freezes and fury, he's evolved. God of War Ragnarök drops you into a mythic road trip across all 9 realms, from Asgard to Svartalfheim, with Atreus finally stepping up and flexing some serious combat mojo of his own. The gameplay, smooth as butter, fast animations, streamlined menus, plus those weapon signature moves, like charging your Leviathan axe or spamming Blades of Chaos with fire and ice, totally shake up the fight dynamic. Post-launch love keeps rolling too. Free Dark Odyssey skins celebrating the OG era, and New Game Plus bringing tougher enemies, bonus gear, even a dramatic black and white filter for that artsy flair. On PS5 Pro, the visuals go next level, 120 frames per second, sharper upscaling, reduced puzzle hints, and audio descriptions, making the journey even more immersive. Ghost of Tsushima. You're in feudal Japan, breezing across wind-swept plains and cherry blossom groves, with no cluttered HUD crashing your zen. Instead, you follow a literal gust of wind or glowing songbirds, guiding you to shrines and hidden secrets. It's like nature itself is your map. Combat shifts, and fluidly too. You can duel honorably as a samurai, parrying in cinematic standoffs, or slip into the shadows as the Ghost, using stealth, distractions, and ghostly tools to strike fear into your enemies. Side quests aren't just busy work, they weave in myth, emotion, and characters that make Tsushima feel alive. Visually, it's a painter's dream, heavily inspired by Kurosawa films, from swaying grasses to minimalist beauty and photo mode perfection. Whether you're sneaking through fog or standing in honor's spotlight, Ghost of Tsushima turns every moment into art, or at least that's how you'll remember Jin's journey across a world worth exploring. Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong straight up nails that mythical action RPG vibe. You're playing as the Destined One, a staff-wielding monkey legend on a quest for 6 relics tied to Sun Wukong's senses, all inspired by the classic Journey to the West tale. Combat's fast and fluid, dodge, stack focus from light attacks, then unleash heavy counterblows. Your staff isn't just a weapon, it morphs between smash, pillar, and thrust stances, each bringing its own flair. Throw in shapeshifting, think insect to bypass traps or giant beast to crush foes. Clone yourself, freeze time mid-fight, and you've got wild depth on your hands. And man, the visuals? Powered by Unreal Engine 5 with nanite and lumen magic, every region, from ancient temples to demon-haunted forests, is jaw-dropping. It's brutal, it's gorgeous, and it's pure legend brought to life.
There's no rush.
This is your last chance to come in clean.
What's he gonna do? Arrest me? Call me a rogue cop?
I don't know what he'll do.
I am doing what needs to be done.
Sleeping Dogs. Alright, picture this. You're Wei Shun, part badass undercover cop, part martial arts maestro, and you're deep in Hong Kong's underworld, doing that classic tightrope walk between loyalty to the badge and devotion to the triads. Sleeping Dogs throws you into Chinatown chaos with fluid kung fu fights, brutal environmental takedowns, and the occasional gunfight that always keeps it real. Guns are rare, so combos and crowbars rule the day. Beyond brawling, the city is alive. You can race speedboats, hit karaoke, gamble, or even date. Every choice nudges how NPCs see you. The narrative's raw, drawing straight from noir Hong Kong cinema. You'll question the thin blue line between law and crime as you climb through the triad's ranks. Packed with tight pacing, moral dilemmas, and vibrant vibes, Sleeping Dogs stands out big time. Underrated? Yeah, but unforgettable.
That's up to you.
Enemy presence detected. Analysis complete.
Eliminate him, however you see fit.
Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Okay, quick lowdown on Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain. You play as Venom Snake, waking up from a 9-year coma and diving straight into a desert-sprawled sandbox full of stealth, base building and gadgets. You're free to sneak, swarm or sabotage, from horse rides and sandy storms to sneaky knockouts and hot extractions via Fulton balloons. The enemy AI is smart too. Headshots, night ops or rushing in. They adapt with helmets, goggles and heavier gear. Missions drip-feed pieces of the story through cassette tapes and let you tackle tasks however you want. Want explosions? Go loud. Prefer shadows? Ghost that fortress. It's not just another mission runner, it's more like a tactical toy box that keeps surprising you. Sure, some find the story a bit loose and the world sometimes feels sparse, but the gameplay is so solid, it still stands out years later.
Even if you do catch what you're after, how do you know it won't bite back?
Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, imagine this. You're Aloy, a fierce, curious hunter in a post-apocalyptic world where nature has reclaimed everything and animals are giant mechanical dinosaurs roaming around. You explore a gorgeous open world full of lush valleys, snowy peaks, and ruined skyscrapers from old ones. Basically, our comically ancient tech society that disappeared. Hunting these mechanical beasts is the core jam. You gather parts to craft arrows, traps, and upgrades, mixing stealth, bows, tripwires, and strategy to take them down in style. The game lets you play your way, quietly stealth your way through enemy camps or go loud and fast. Plus, Aloy's on this compelling quest to uncover her past and the mysteries of the machines. It's a beautifully weird ride that feels fresh, smart, and full of heart. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is the kind of open-world RPG that just sucks you right in. You're Geralt, a monster-slaying pro on the hunt, literally, for your adopted daughter, Ciri, who's tied to some wild prophecy. The world? Insanely detailed. From muddy swamps to snow-whipped islands, Velen, Novigrad, Skellige, it all feels real. Every quest, even the optional ones, has weight and consequences. You might fix someone's life or make it worse depending on your choices. Combat blends sword slashes, potions, oils, bombs, and magic signs like Igni and Quen, so you're always mixing it up smartly. The story hits hard with politics, emotion, and morally grey decisions. Add in hours of side content and expansions, think Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, and you've got a game that doesn't just let you play, you live in it.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
Hang on, Nathan!
Where is the artifact?
Heads up!
Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Imagine this. Nathan Drake is retired, chillin' with Eleanor, only to get dragged back into treasure hunting when his long-lost brother Sam shows up. Uncharted 4 immediately levels up the game with grappling hooks for slick swings, jeeps for epic Madagascar drives, and lush, sprawling levels where you can stealthily sneak through tall grass or open fire in classic Drake style. Gunfights feel smoother thanks to smart aim assist and destructible cover, while climbing feels more real. Pitons help you catch your breath mid-ascent. The story kicks off slow, but builds into cinematic gold, with standout animation, emotional beats, and lines so sharp they'll make you smile. Grind through missions, pick your style, stealthy or guns blazing, and enjoy one of the most polished, award-winning adventure finales ever.
They will fight, and they will die.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the kind of game that grabs you by the gut and drags you through a jaw-dropping fantasy nightmare. You're dropped into the lands between as a tarnished, and right away you realize this isn't your typical open world. There's no hand-holding. You explore ruins, rivers and castles, guided only by faint whispers of grace and your own curiosity. The combat? Ruthless, rewarding and ridiculously deep. Whether you're swinging a gargantuan sword, casting brutal spells, or riding into battle on your horse Torment. Boss fights are pure madness. Each one feels like its own wild, cinematic showdown. And best part, the world is huge and packed with surprises. Dragon-guarded shrines, ghost signs from other players, hidden caves with secret loot. Every corner holds something awesome. It's brutal, it's beautiful, and it'll challenge you at every turn. But once you're hooked, there's no going back. Game of the year, easy. The first Berserker Khazan. Listen up. The first Berserker Khazan drops you into a hardcore anime-inspired revenge tale set in the dungeon and fighter universe. You play as General Khazan, framed, tortured, and left to die in a snowy mountain, only to be resurrected by a spectral entity that powers you up big time. Combat? It's all about stamina control, parrying, perfect blocks, and unleashing epic weapon skills, whether you're dual-wielding axes, hacking with a greatsword, or poking from afar with a spear. Boss fights are brutal and memorable, and the game tanks you into a cel-shaded world that's equal parts manga energy and gritty fantasy atmosphere. Plus, there's a revenge arc that's as intense as it is straightforward, powered by smart progression and dynamic customization, not endless grinding. Even if you die, you bounce back with new power thanks to its Lacrima recovery system. Released March 27th, 2025 on PS5, Xbox Series and PC. This one's a wild ride for action RPG fans.
My God, Ripley, you're doing good, Tim.
Alien Isolation. Think you're ready for some chest-tightening, nail-biting horror? Alien Isolation throws you into the boots of Amanda Ripley, who's searching for her missing mum on a derelict space station called Sevastopol. But instead of cheesy action scenes, you're stuck playing hide-and-seek with the deadliest xenomorph ever. It can't be killed, so you better stash yourself in lockers, hack the environment, or distract it with flares. Every creak, distant hiss, or flicker of the motion tracker feels like a warning. Because it is. The attention to detail is insane. Flickering retro terminals, dimly lit corridors, and audio that makes your nerves go snap. It nails that retro, futuristic, 1979 alien vibe like nothing else. Critics and players still go wild for it, calling it one of the best horror games ever thanks to its atmosphere, AI, and sheer unrelenting tension. Let me just say, if you love scary done right, this is your game.
Vengeance.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. So here's the deal with Assassin's Creed Shadows. It finally lands the series in feudal Japan, and it does so with real style. You get to play two totally different characters, Naoi, a nimble shinobi, who blends into shadows, and Yasuke, a powerhouse samurai who tears through enemies with brute force and flair. You can swap between them anytime, and each brings new ways to tackle missions, whether that's sneaking past guards with kunai and grappling hooks, or going in with katanas and wide-range weapons. Add in neat features like a spy network for gathering intel, a customizable hideout, destructible environments, and a light and shadow stealth system. And you've got a modern open world that tricks and rewards exploration. Released March 20th, 2025, it's earned praise for dazzling visuals, refined stealth feel, and deep gameplay. Some even call it a Game of the Year contender, though there's chatter about some repetitive quests. Bottom line, Shadows stands tall as a smart remaster of classic Assassin's Creed vibes, with a unique Japanese twist. Donkey Kong Bananza. Donkey Kong Bananza hits the ground smashing on July 17th, 2025. And man, it's the boldest DK game yet, totally exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. So Switch 1 users, you're out of luck. You play as Donkey Kong, teaming up with young Pauline, traveling underground to track down stolen banana-shaped diamonds from the evil Void Co. The real standout? Nearly every surface is destructible. You can punch, roll, and tear through walls, uncover hidden secrets, and carve your own path through the voxel terrain. Pauline isn't just along for the ride. Her singing powers Donkey Kong's Bananza transformations, like a speedy zebra or a flying ostrich. Critics are calling it the Switch 2's killer app, thanks to its visual wow, smash-happy gameplay, and sense of exploration, even if the camera gets a little finicky sometimes. Trust me, it's bananas, in the best way possible. Planescape Torment. So picture this. You wake up in a morgue with zero memory, just scars and tattoos on your back, groaning for attention. That's Planescape Torment. You are the Nameless One, an immortal guy who wakes again every time he croaks, but with no clue who he is or why. Your sidekick? A snarky floating skull named Morty, always ready with gossip and dirty jokes about your past life. The world? Sigil, the city of doors. Think interdimensional crossroads, where bizarre creatures, factions and motives collide, all under the eyebrow of the infamous Lady of Pain. Combat is there, but storytelling rules. Dialogue choices redefine your journey, and your companions, like the suit of armor spirit and tiefling rogue, Anna, are as memorable as any major NPC. The whole deal revolves around uncovering why you're immortal and answering the big, haunting question, what can change the nature of a man? A philosophical punch that still hits hard years later.
Father was right. We shouldn't have gone so deep.
Subnautica. Imagine this. You've crash-landed on a wild alien ocean world, and the only way forward is diving into the deep blue unknown. That's Subnautica. As Riley Robinson, you explore everything from sunlit coral reefs to pitch-black lava caves, all while keeping an eye on your oxygen, hunger and thirst, and dodging leviathans and creepy fish along the way. You scavenge scraps, build your base, assemble gear from fins to torpedo-launching prawn suits, and uncover the mysteries of this enigmatic planet. There's no hand-holding. Gameplay changes with difficulty modes, like hardcore and creative, that switch up the vibe entirely. Released in 2018 and now finally coming to mobile, it's still praised for its immersive atmosphere, smart crafting, and haunting world design, and exceeded 5 million sales by early 2020, a testament to how gripping it is to fall underwater and never quite want to leave.
Use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Alright, here's the lowdown. Death Stranding 2 on the beach drops you back into Sam Porter Bridges' world 11 months after the first game, in a surreal, hauntingly beautiful post-apocalyptic Mexico and Australia. You'll reconnect remote colonies in a shattered world, but this time with more action, vehicles, and even stealth options. Gunplay isn't mandatory, just an option in your toolkit. The familiar theme of connection runs deeper now. Kojima reworked the story post-COVID to explore the weird power of both isolation and over-connection. The emotional stakes are higher, helped along by a legit A-list cast: Norman Reedus, Lea Seydoux, Ella Fanning, George Miller, Guillermo del Toro, and more. Critics are already calling it Kojima's most emotionally resonant masterpiece, yet praising how it vibes between meditative and cinematic while still refining those beloved delivery and strand mechanics.
Initiating combat mode.
Go!
Destination confirmed.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about! Alright, in and out, bitches!
Cyberpunk 2077. Alright, let's talk Cyberpunk 2077. This game is a neon-lit, high-tech, low-life RPG, set in the dystopian megacity of Night City. You step into the shoes of V, a customizable mercenary with a ton of cybernetic upgrades, navigating a world filled with shady corporations, rogue AIs, and street gangs. The gameplay offers a mix of first-person shooting, hacking, and deep narrative choices that impact the world around you. The city is alive with side quests, gigs, and hidden secrets, making exploration just as rewarding as the main story. The 2.0 update brought significant improvements, enhancing combat mechanics, AI behavior, and overall performance, especially on next-gen consoles. Whether you're into stealth, brute force, or tech-savvy hacking, Cyberpunk 2077 lets you play your way. It's a game that offers a rich, immersive experience, blending action with a gripping narrative in a futuristic setting.
Peter, it's time to get up.
Marvel's Spider-Man. Marvel's Spider-Man launches you into the life of a confident, fully powered Spider-Man, zipping through a dynamic, neon-lit New York City that throbs with life. Traversal is spectacular. Every swing, wall run, and mid-air dive feels effortlessly graceful and addictive thanks to Insomniac's tight physics and momentum system, so much so that fast travel becomes next to unused. Combat borrows its rhythm from Arkham-style brawls, but weaves in signature Spidey moves, web grabs, aerial combos, and gadget finishers that make every skirmish feel like choreographed chaos. Critics loved how the story handled mature themes, responsibility, sacrifice, and nailed the charm of both Spider-Man and Peter's struggles. On the commercial side, the game smashed records, selling 3.3 million units in 3 days, breaking PS4 launch records and hitting over 13 million units by mid-2019. In just one quote, "It's the apex of web-slinging, storytelling and superhero swagger."
It was the one I found myself in. This time I'm ready. Because I know war.
War never changes.
Fallout 4. Fallout 4 plops you into the chaotic aftermath of nuclear Armageddon, where the sole survivor of Vault 111 emerges to track down their kidnapped kid while shaping the Boston Commonwealth in their image. This isn't your granddad's RPG. It blends smooth FPS action, clever Viat slow-mo targeting, and deep weapon/armor modding that turns every fight into a strategic playground. You also get the ludicrously addictive settlement system. Build walls, assign jobs, set traps, and recruit settlers to protect your scrap empire. Bethesda's lore-packed world is full of quirky, broken folks, and every decision carries weight, be it through faction drama or your moral compass. Sure, the dialogue's a bit shallow and the engine can glitch, but Bethesda didn't just deliver another sequel. They gave us a sandbox where rebuilding, revving up, and making tough calls feels like real survival. Fallout 4, scrappy, sprawling, and surprisingly heartfelt. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. What if, mid-sword clash, you stumbled into a world that feels more real than your own? That's Skyrim, the open-world epic, where every mountain, mead hall, and frost-covered village could be your next obsession. You awaken as the Dragonborn in a land plagued by war and dragons, yet the real magic is in your freedom. Sneak through shadows as a sneaky Khajiit thief. Channel Thuum to fearsome enemies, craft epic gear, or just wander ancient Nordic ruins. The Radiant AI system makes NPCs feel alive. They respond, wander, and react based on your actions, not scripted event. Since launching in 2011, Skyrim has sold a mind-blowing 60 million copies, making it one of the highest-selling games ever. It's been pushed across nearly every platform under the sun, from VR to Switch, proving its world never gets old. But Skyrim isn't just a game. It's a living, breathing escape that's still pulling players in years later.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You become Henry of Skalitz again, this time navigating the chaos of a civil war raging across 15th century Bohemia. The sequel drops you into two massive areas, not one, from the rich silver mining city of Kuttenberg to untamed countryside, doubling the original game's footprint. Released on February 4th, 2025, for PS5, Xbox Series XS and PC, the game received glowing reviews, moving over 2 million copies in just 2 weeks. Combat remains brutally realistic. Weapon care, parries, and gritty physics still demand skill. Plus, it brings back alchemy, blacksmithing, and introduces crossbows and early firearms. The world feels alive, every NPC follows routines, politics feel personal, and historically accurate medieval drama pulses at the core.
How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Blackith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Baldur's Gate 3. Ever been kidnapped by mind flayers and thought, cool, let's make this quarantine count? That's how Baldur's Gate 3 kicks off. You're abducted, implanted, with a creature in your brain, then crash-landed back into the Forgotten Realms. But now you're powering up with dark abilities and meaning to flip the script. Developed by Larian Studios. Yep, the Divinity, original Sin folks. This RPG lets you build your legend from origin characters or your own creation, and even offers co-op chaos with up to 4 players. Combat is tactical and D&D inspired, blending dice roll mechanics with environmental setups for dope combos and clever drama. The world responds to your every choice, friendships, betrayals, romances, chaos or harmony, and nothing plays out the same twice. The game smashed records, selling over 15 million copies, and snagged Game of the Year honours across all major awards shows. Baldur's Gate 3 isn't just a video game, it's a living tapestry of your decisions, and it has reshaped what RPGs can be.
The team will have to be strong, their resolve unquestionable.
Mass Effect 2. BioWare drops you right back in the Normandy as Commander Shepard, but this time it's darker. You're resurrected to tackle the threat of the Collectors, and your survival hinges on recruiting the best squad in the galaxy. What makes it sing? It's all in the characters. Each recruit has loyalty missions that are mini emotional thrill rides. Think guns, biotic powers, trust, and facing inner demons, all making you care so much when the final suicide mission turns into a gut-punch finale. Combat got a serious upgrade too, turning into slick, shooter-style action that finally matches the RPG bones under the hood. Critics went wild, glowing praise for storytelling, writing, art design, and a soundtrack that injects cinematic weight into every moment.
Is bigger than you can imagine. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath.
Doom Eternal. Imagine charging into hell with a flamethrower on your shoulder. Yep, that's Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal cranks every dial past 11. You embody the Doom Slayer, unleashed on a demon-ripped Earth in a relentless, high-speed campaign that demands constant movement. You'll dash, double jump, and climb across gorgeously brutal environments, thanks to the power of Tech 7, complete with destructing demons, insane visual detail, and later, slick ray-tracing support. Combat isn't just about firing, it's resource roulette. Glory kills, chainsaw executions, and flame razor combos literally refill your health, ammo, and armor on the fly. Critics praised the lightning-fast tactics, level design, and pounding soundtrack, though a few mentioned that the deeper lore and platforming did feel out of place. And holy hell, it broke series records. Launch week sales double those of 2016's Doom, and over $450 million in revenue within 9 months. Doom Eternal isn't just a game, it's a full-throttle demon rampage forged in pure, unfiltered power.
Warning, this is a station-wide emergency. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Prey. Ever been trapped in a haunted space station with a shape-shifting alien infestation and a memory you can't trust? That's Prey 2017 in a nutshell. Developed by Arcane Studios, this sci-fi immersive sim throws you into the shoes of Morgan Yu, a scientist aboard the Talos Way space station, where things have gone terribly wrong. The game blends elements from classics like System Shock and BioShock, offering a rich narrative and deep environmental storytelling. Players navigate through a sprawling, interconnected world, solving puzzles and battling the mysterious Typhon aliens using an array of weapons and abilities. Critics have lauded Prey for its atmospheric design and innovative gameplay mechanics, though some have pointed out issues with combat pacing and enemy AI. Despite these critiques, the game has garnered a dedicated fan base and is often regarded as an underrated gem in the sci-fi genre. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Ever wondered what it feels like to be a lone shinobi taking on impossible odds? That's exactly what Sekiro Shadows Die Twice throws at you. This game doesn't hold your hand. It's brutal, precise, and insanely rewarding. You're not just hacking through enemies mindlessly. Every fight is a dance of timing, parrying, and gut-check reflexes. The world itself is gorgeous, packed with hidden paths, deadly traps, and epic vertical combat that makes climbing and grappling feel so satisfying. Boss fights? Forget easy victories. Each one is a puzzle wrapped in pain, and beating them gives you this rush that no other game can match. Plus, the story sneaks in subtle lore about loyalty, revenge, and honor, keeping you hooked beyond the combat. If you like high-stakes action, where one wrong move can end everything, Sekiro isn't just a game, it's a test of skill, patience, and pure ninja vibes.
In other words, Psychonauts! The rest of you will die!
Psychonauts 2. Jumping into Psychonauts 2 is like diving headfirst into someone's wild imagination, and trust me, it's totally awesome. You play as Raz, this super talented psychic kid, exploring all these bizarre, colourful worlds inside people's minds. Each mental world is crazier than the last, packed with quirky puzzles, weird enemies, and hilarious characters that make you laugh out loud. The platforming is super tight, and your psychic powers, like telekinesis, pyrokinesis, and levitation, make exploring feel ridiculously fun. What's really cool is how the game mixes humour with emotional storytelling. Some moments hit you right in the feels, while others have you cracking up. The art style is vibrant and creative, making every level a feast for the eyes. Honestly, it's the perfect mix of mind-bending adventure, clever puzzles, and heartwarming story. By the end, you're not just playing a game, you're on a wild, unforgettable psychic ride. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, a game that redefines open-world adventure. Building upon the foundation laid by its predecessor, Breath of the Wild, this sequel introduces innovative mechanics that enhance gameplay. Players can now utilize abilities like Ultra Hand, Fuse, Ascend, and Recall to interact with the environment in creative ways. Whether it's constructing vehicles with Zonai devices or solving intricate puzzles, the game offers a plethora of options to approach challenges. The addition of new regions, including floating islands and the vast underground depths, expands the world of Hyrule, providing fresh areas to explore and conquer. The narrative delves deeper into the lore of the kingdom, offering a compelling story that keeps players engaged. With its blend of exploration, puzzle solving, and combat, Tears of the Kingdom stands as a testament to the evolution of the Zelda series, delivering an unforgettable gaming experience.
When linked to a Titan, a pilot can only be stopped by overwhelming force.
Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is one of those games that sneaks up on you and leaves a lasting impression. Released in 2016, it introduced a compelling single-player campaign that was a significant improvement over its predecessor. Players assume the role of Jack Cooper, a rifleman who unexpectedly becomes a Titan pilot after his mentor's untimely death. The bond between Cooper and his Titan, BT-7274, is central to the narrative, offering a unique blend of human and machine camaraderie. The game's standout feature is its fluid movement system, allowing players to wall run, double jump, and grapple their way through dynamic environments. This agility is complemented by the sheer power of the Titans, massive mechs that players can pilot during combat. The multiplayer mode builds upon the original's foundation, introducing new Titans, weapons, and abilities, ensuring fast-paced and engaging matches. Despite its critical acclaim, Titanfall 2 faced challenges in the competitive shooter market, but remains a beloved title among fans. Often regarded as an underrated gem in the sci-fi genre. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Ori and the Will of the Wisps isn't just a game. It's an emotional journey wrapped in stunning visuals and tight platforming. Picking up where Ori and the Blind Forest left off, this sequel expands on its predecessor with a larger world, new abilities, and a deeper narrative. Players once again control Ori, a guardian spirit, as they navigate through the mystical forest of Niwen, facing new challenges and uncovering secrets. The game's hand-painted artwork and orchestral score create an immersive atmosphere, drawing players into its enchanting world. The introduction of new abilities and combat skills adds layers of depth to the gameplay, allowing for a more dynamic experience. Despite some technical challenges, such as occasional performance issues, the game's overall design and storytelling shine through. Ori and the Will of the Wisps stands as a testament to the power of art and emotion in video games. Celeste. Celeste is a game that doesn't just test your reflexes, it challenges your heart. At its core, it's about Madeline's journey up Celeste Mountain, but it's also about facing your inner demons. The platforming is tight and precise, with each level introducing new mechanics that keep you on your toes. But it's not just about jumping and dashing, it's about perseverance, self-discovery, and confronting the parts of yourself you'd rather avoid. The game's pixel art is beautiful, and the soundtrack? Absolutely haunting in the best way possible. It's one of those games that stays with you long after you've put it down. Whether you're in it for the challenge or the story, Celeste offers an experience that's both rewarding and deeply moving. It's a reminder that sometimes the hardest mountains to climb are the ones within ourselves. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. So you've probably heard the debate, The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, love it or hate it. When it launched on the GameCube, its cel-shaded art style was a bold departure from the series' usual realism. But over time, that very choice became its charm. Set in a vast oceanic world, Link embarks on a quest to rescue his sister and confront the evil sorcerer Ganon. The gameplay introduces unique mechanics such as sailing between islands and using the Wind Waker baton to control the wind. The narrative delves into themes of legacy and the passage of time, with Hyrule submerged beneath the sea, leaving only legends behind. Despite initial mixed reactions, The Wind Waker has grown into a cherished entry in the Zelda series, praised for its charm, depth, and timeless appeal.
A few weeks ago, I was happily sulking by my swimming pool. What do you want?
Just came by to see if there's something I can help you with.
I'm retired.
Yes! Woo! Welcome back, man!
Grand Theft Auto 5. Have you ever wanted to live out a chaotic crime saga in a massive, vibrant city? That's exactly what Grand Theft Auto 5 offers. Set in the sprawling metropolis of Los Santos, the game lets you step into the shoes of three distinct characters. Michael, a retired bank robber seeking a peaceful life. Franklin, a street-smart hustler aiming for a better future. And Trevor, a volatile ex-military pilot with a penchant for destruction. The beauty of GTA 5 lies in its open-world freedom. You can switch between these characters, each with unique abilities, and tackle missions in your own style. From high-speed chases to meticulously planned heists, the game offers a plethora of activities to keep you engaged. And let's not forget about GTA Online, an ever-evolving multiplayer universe where you can build your criminal empire, participate in races, or simply cause mayhem with friends. Whether you're into solo missions or online chaos, Grand Theft Auto 5 has something for everyone. Final Fantasy VII. And then there's Final Fantasy VII, the game that turned RPGs into a global phenomenon. Released in 1997, it introduced players to Cloud Strife, a mercenary with a mysterious past, and his ragtag group of rebels fighting against the corrupt Shinra Corporation. Set in the dystopian world of Gaia, the game blends cyberpunk aesthetics with rich fantasy elements. The turn-based combat system, coupled with the innovative materia magic system, allowed for deep customization and strategy. But it's the story that truly resonates. Themes of identity, loss, and environmentalism are explored through memorable characters and plot twists. Final Fantasy VII became a cultural phenomenon, influencing countless RPGs that followed. Its legacy continues with the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and its sequel, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which reimagined the original tale for a new generation. Whether you're a long-time fan or a newcomer, this game is a must-play.
Hunter's Return.
Bloodborne. Alright, let's talk about Bloodborne, a game that throws you into a gothic nightmare and dares you to survive. Developed by From Software, it's set in the cursed city of Yharnam, plagued by a mysterious illness turning its citizens into grotesque beasts. You play as a hunter, armed with transforming weapons and a pistol, tasked with uncovering the city's dark secrets. The combat is fast-paced and aggressive, encouraging you to stay on the offensive rather than hide behind shields. One unique feature is the regain system. If you take damage and strike back quickly, you can recover some of your lost health, adding a thrilling risk-reward element to battles. The game's atmosphere is drenched in Lovecraftian horror, with eldritch beings and nightmarish landscapes that keep you on edge. Bloodborne isn't just a game, it's an experience that challenges your skills and your nerves.
So she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Let me tell you about Clair Obscure Expedition 33. A game that blends turn-based combat with real-time mechanics, creating a unique experience. Developed by Sandfall Interactive, this RPG introduces a world where characters' ages determine their fate, and a mysterious entity known as the Paintress controls life and death. Players follow Gustav and his team on a perilous journey to confront the Paintress and break the cycle of death. The combat system is innovative, combining traditional turn-based elements with quick-time events and parrying, reminiscent of games like Sekiro and Persona. The narrative is emotionally charged, with choices that impact the story's outcome, leading to multiple endings. The game's art style draws inspiration from Belle Époque France, offering a visually stunning experience. With its deep storytelling and engaging gameplay, Clair Obscure Expedition 33 is a must-play for RPG enthusiasts. Terraria. Back in 2011, Terraria emerged as a 2D sandbox game that quickly captivated players with its blend of exploration, crafting, and combat. Unlike its 3D counterparts, it offered a pixelated world teeming with secrets beneath the surface and challenges above ground. Players could dig deep into the earth to uncover ores, battle formidable bosses, and construct elaborate structures. The game's charm lies in its simplicity and depth. There's no overarching narrative, allowing players to set their own goals and embark on adventures at their own pace. With regular updates introducing new content, Terraria has maintained a dedicated fan base and continues to offer fresh experiences. Whether you're a seasoned miner or a newcomer, the world of Terraria is vast and waiting to be explored. Its enduring appeal is a testament to its engaging gameplay and the creativity it fosters. Super Mario Odyssey. Do you remember the thrill of exploring vast open worlds in a Mario game? Super Mario Odyssey brings that feeling back in full force. Released in 2017 for the Nintendo Switch, this 3D platformer takes Mario on a globe-trotting adventure to rescue Princess Peach from Bowser, who plans to forcibly marry her. The game introduces a new companion, Cappy, a sentient hat that grants Mario the ability to possess enemies and objects, adding a fresh layer of gameplay mechanics. Each kingdom is packed with power moons to collect, secrets to uncover, and unique challenges to tackle. The open-ended design allows players to explore at their own pace, making each playthrough feel unique. With its vibrant visuals, catchy music, and imaginative level design, Super Mario Odyssey stands out as one of the most enjoyable and innovative entries in the Mario series. Hollow Knight, a 2D action-adventure game developed by Team Cherry, set in the hauntingly beautiful world of Hallownest, a vast, interconnected kingdom teeming with secrets, dangers, and mysteries. Players control a silent insectoid protagonist, known only as the Knight, exploring ancient ruins, battling grotesque creatures, and uncovering the kingdom's tragic history. The game's design emphasizes exploration and discovery. With no hand-holding, players must rely on their instincts and curiosity to navigate the world. Combat is tight and challenging, rewarding precision and timing, while the addition of charms allows for customization of abilities to suit different playstyles. The atmospheric art style and haunting soundtrack further immerse players into this melancholic yet captivating world. With its deep lore, challenging gameplay, and expansive world, Hollow Knight has become a standout title in the Metroidvania genre, earning critical acclaim and a dedicated fan base. Yakuza 0. Have you ever wanted to dive into a game that blends intense gang drama with quirky side activities? Yakuza 0 delivers just that. Set in the late 1980s during Japan's economic bubble, you control two protagonists, Kazuma Kiryu, a young Yakuza framed for murder, and Goro Majima, a former Yakuza forced into exile. The game unfolds in the neon-lit streets of Kamurocho and Sotenbori, where you'll navigate betrayal, power struggles, and uncover the mystery behind a coveted piece of land. Beyond the gripping storyline, Yakuza 0 offers a plethora of side activities, from karaoke and disco dancing to managing a cabaret club and real estate empire. The combat system is dynamic, with each character boasting multiple fighting styles that can be switched mid-battle. Whether you're engaging in intense street brawls or enjoying a mini-game, Yakuza 0 provides a rich and immersive experience.
In a never-ending spiral of life and death.
Nier Automata. This is the last one, but trust me, Nier Automata is a game that sticks with you long after you've finished it. Developed by Platinum Games and directed by the enigmatic Yoko Taro, this action RPG takes place in a post-apocalyptic future where androids battle alien machines for control of Earth. You play as 2B, a combat android, alongside her companion 9S, as they uncover the mysteries of their existence and the true nature of their war. The game is renowned for its deep philosophical themes, exploring concepts like consciousness, free will, and the meaning of life. But it's not all heavy. The gameplay is fast-paced and fluid, with smooth combat mechanics and a variety of weapons to choose from. The narrative unfolds through multiple playthroughs, each offering new perspectives and revelations. With its compelling story, engaging gameplay, and hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, Nier Automata is a must-play for any gamer. Wrapping up, these 45 games aren't just titles, they're experiences that stick with you. Whether you're into epic adventures, deep storytelling, or challenging gameplay, there's something here for every gamer. So grab your controller, dive in, and let these games take you on unforgettable journeys. Trust me, you won't regret it. Happy gaming.
What about loyalty? Loyal to what matters.
Do as you're goddamn told.
It is us or him!